Now, this next story is of particular interest to me because there's a close friend of mine, a guy I actually shared a shower with at university, owns this company. His name's Sean Zister, of course, with his wife, and it is a cafe that is located in uptown Waterloo. Now, they specialize in only dealing with fair trade items and also locally grown produce and, of course, a cafe as well. Now, Maribel is going to give you the complete story.
Owners Sean and Amy started Seven Shores Urban Market and Cafe after they were inspired by meeting the artisans in their worldwide travels. Let's go find out some more. Sean, when did you start this and why?
Seven Shores Urban Market and Cafe, we started in, it was July of 2008. So we're just over 7 months old. And we started the business. We had a trading company prior, which was working with artisans and producers around the world. And we started working with coffee farmers in Costa Rica, and we were working with farmers in Guatemala. And then even I ended up going down to Ecuador and working with some tea farmers. And that whole industry of the fair trade, bringing in products that are making a difference internationally, wanted to incorporate that here. And then we were working with local farmers from the St. Jacobs Market and from the region, and thought about mixing the producers of artisans and food producers together in one spot. So this is where we came up with the market and cafe concept. We really want to promote buying fresh, buying organic, buying local and stuff, helping the small-scale farmers and stuff like that, really being involved within the community, getting to know what it is that you're actually purchasing, the education behind like being a conscious consumer, and then like, developing a relationship within your community and with on a local and on a global scale.
Can you explain fair trade sustainable incomes for these artisans that you deal with?
Fair trade is such an important concept where you're paying direct. You end up meeting the producers. If it's meeting with the farmers here in Waterloo to the farmers in Costa Rica or Guatemala, you have a chance to actually meet them. You pay them a fair wage, which is a sustainable wage that actually provides like a living standard that they can put food on their table, get an education and stuff, send their children to school. And then it provides them to put money back into their community and to reinvest for the future. And that's where is purchasing products that are bought under the fair trade guidelines and stuff is so important and stuff locally and internationally.
Now you call yourself the Urban Market and Cafe, so you're pretty flexible in your variety of services and products. Can you tell us a little bit about those?
We want to allow people to actually pick up a local honey or a maple syrup, or pick up some local breads, and you know, have a chance to actually get a feel of what's in the actual local marketplace. And we're even just incorporated, we got eggs and cheese and other items and stuff. So if you're in the area and want to know like kind of what's growing in the Waterloo region and stuff, we allow our marketplace to have a small scale market for our farmers from the area. And then in the cafe, we actually use everything from our produce from the farmers. We put it into our menu, and so we can cook it up for you and show you just how good it actually tastes and stuff. And sandwiches and salads and soups, and our specialty is with paninis. My wife and I were teachers. We've taught for many years. We taught locally in Waterloo and internationally. And about 5 years ago, I taught a student. His name was Matthew Block from Preston in St. Joseph's. And he was an aspiring chef. And we ended up making a Cooking with Matt on Fridays, where he would go out, buy the ingredients, bring it into the classroom, and we had a chance to make homemade fudge too. We did sushi, we did all different items and stuff, and he was a definite inspiration behind the business because unfortunately and stuff, he was killed by on Halloween by a car accident, and he wasn't able to fulfill his dream of opening up a restaurant and becoming the chef. So this is an inspirational place here for him. Yeah.
Behind the scenes with the Prince of Paninis, Sean, he's going to show us the way to make one of the most popular paninis that's on your menu. What is it?
Well, this is fitting for the area. We call it the Waterloo Panini.
I like it.
The Waterloo Panini is basically, we call it that area because everything comes from this region. From our local McIntosh apples, to our bread from the Golden Hearth Bakery in Kitchener, to a Millbank extra old cheddar, some cinnamon honey from Herget's, and some maple syrup from Amos Martin's Farms in Waterloo.
So it sounds pretty local to me. Show us the way.
So first we're going to start off with caramelizing up the local McIntosh apple. So you put the sugar in, heat it out, get it to the caramelized form, add in the apples.
That looks wonderful.
So next, this is, it's a flax raisin walnut bread. A nice artisan, beautiful hearty bread. And if you have a nut allergy and stuff, we do have just a regular raisin cinnamon bread that we use from the Stone Crock as well. We always give it a light butter for on the panini grill. You don't want it to get too sticky, so we just use a little bit of a light butter. Then a special ingredient is Herget's local cinnamon honey spread. This thing, once you start, you can't stop with this. So the panini goes on, the bread, some cinnamon honey. And we take our caramelized apples, another special ingredient from Waterloo, the maple syrup. Everyone loves maple syrup here in Waterloo.
This is going to be a good panini, I can tell.
The finishing touch from Millbank is the extra old cheddar cheese. This is such a great combination with apples.
Yeah.
Is
Sweet
an
and
extra
sharp.
old, yes, the sweet sharp. And my dad, his very first panini was a Waterloo panini, and now he hasn't ordered anything else off the menu.
He's addicted.
Yes.
Who doesn't love a grilled cheese type of sandwich?
Oh.
And between caramelized apples, cinnamon, honey, maple syrup, and sharp, beautiful cheddar to contrast, this is going to be a good sandwich. I can tell. Hear the stories behind what you eat, what you drink, and what you accessorize with. Seven Shores Urban Market creates international fair trade sustainable incomes for these artisans, as well as creates local economy. And that not only feels good, that tastes good.
After the break, we're going to check out the history of Emergency Services Waterloo. You're watching Grand River Living.